This is Oliver, one of my little babies. I don't know if y'all know this, but I film in the morning and this thing sleeps until like 2 o'clock. He is so heavy. He's like dead weight right now. Anyway, he is only gonna be in the video for the intro. I just wanted to introduce my little cutie Oliver. Let me just tell y'all, he is so heavy right now. If you are brand new to my channel, I really want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below because it costs you absolutely nothing and it helps support my channel. If you are already a subscriber and you want to find ways to support my channel, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like it and comment down below. That interaction with my channel really does help support me. Okay, let's move on into the video. So I got a few new plants that I was unable to do an unboxing for, but I love showing y'all my fresh new plants. So we're gonna do that today. Also, at the very end of this video, I am doing a rant. I hate using this phrase, but I am spilling the tea. If that's what the cool kids are saying nowadays, I don't like that phrase. I don't know what it is about it, but something about it really irritates me. But I am spilling tea at the end of this video. If that's the right, I hope I'm using this in the right way. I don't know. I don't fit in. Let's just say that. I am not one of those cool kids that spills tea. Anyway, I don't like drama. But what I will say is that it has been brought to my attention many times that there is some concern revolving the fact that I repot plants as soon as I get them. Look, at the end of this video, if you have always wondered why I repot my plants as soon as I get them, stick around until the very end because I will be explaining why I do it, really like my thoughts behind it and everything like that. So I will be spilling the tea. Let's go ahead and start with this video. Let's go ahead and get started with the very first plant that I want to show you. I don't know which one I should show you first. Favorite first or favorite last? I'm thinking too hard about it. I'm just gonna grab a plant. Okay, first plant I want to show you. Am I recording right now? Yes, I am. This is the first plant I want to show you, and this is my Syngonium chia pens. It doesn't really look like it, but these leaves are so soft. They're not velvety, they're just really, really soft. Some ASMR right here. Okay, anyway, so as you can see, these plants have a teeny sinus and the lobes are not as large as typical Syngoniums. It's actually really surprising that this is a Syngonium, and I really want to show you this crazy stem. Isn't that amazing? I have never seen anything like it. I don't know what happened to that stem, but this plant grew off of a node on this stem. And I did get it like this, but the stem is like really, really cool. I mean, that is beautiful. The bright green, the soft texture, the subtle veining on it. It's a stunning plant. Very simple, very beautiful, and very gorgeous. And these leaves get huge. So if you like big leaves, if you're a big leaf girl, the Syngonium chia pens is for you. The next 4 plants that I will be showing you did come from the Potted Elephant on Etsy, and let me tell you right now, they are amazing. I mean, my shipping was quick and the plants were shipped so freaking well. I was really actually kind of disappointed that I did not do an unboxing because they had one of the best shipping skills I have ever seen. I'm just saying from my one experience with them, if you are hesitant to order from Etsy, I would highly recommend the Potted Elephant. They're really great and they have some really cool plants, especially if you like begonias. They have some good begonias. They have some good begonias. Speaking of begonias, this is my beautiful begonia Morocco. She's cute. She's textured. She's fuzzy. She has this beautiful red halo around the rim of the leaf. I love her. And I bet you're wanting a close-up because I'm telling you all of these beautiful things about it and not even giving you a close-up. The texture on these leaves is unreal. And I don't know if you can see, but the red rim, look at underneath that leaf. Isn't that beautiful, my friends? Is that not beautiful? And the best part about this plant is that it is a well-established plant. But yeah, so this is my begonia Morocco. I think they still do have some in stock, so head over there to the Potted Elephant on Etsy. They are amazing. Let me show you my next begonia that I got from them. I am so sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm actually losing my voice as I'm recording this video, which is really weird. I woke up feeling fine and now my voice is just disappearing slowly throughout this video. I am so sorry. Okay, this is my second begonia that I got from the Potted Elephant. This is the begonia, really. Words are not my friend today. This is my begonia Sinbad. Okay, let me get a close-up because everyone has been talking about this begonia and seriously, it is as beautiful as they say it is. These leaves have really subtle white specks of variegation. It's actually a lot more beautiful than even pictures, I will be honest with you. So yeah, this is the Begonia Sinbad, and it does have a pink rim around the leaf. And as you can see here, she even has some little blooms coming in, and they are a light pink. I don't know if you've noticed this, but the petiole on the leaves is this pink color, which I always love. The back of the leaf does have this really beautiful pink veining on it, which I definitely appreciate, those very subtle things in a plant. Let me just tell you something really weird. If you are a texture person with your plants, this plant feels like a cat's tongue. I don't know if you've ever been licked by a cat. Hear me out. I know it sounds weird right now, but if you have one of these, you know what I'm talking about. It seriously feels like a cat's tongue. It's the weirdest thing. And it was kind of like an icky feeling just feeling it, but I actually have grown fond of it over the past few days. I'm a huge texture person, so I love leaves with texture, and this definitely has texture. So if you want a plant that feels like a cat's tongue, then here you go. The Begonia Sinbad. Okay, let me move on to the third plant that I got from the potted elephant. I am doing too much with this video. Hold on. Boom! This I bought as a pink minx. This is not a pink minx. Let me just be frank with y'all. If you go onto their website and you see this plant, it is not a pink minx. I did spend some time trying to identify this plant, and I actually came up with the identification of an Arthur mallet. So let me get you some close-ups. As you can see here, in between the veination on these leaves, it is a highly dense area of pink spotted variegation. The pink minx actually has a different shaped leaf. I really enjoy the look of these leaves. I think it's beautiful, and I would prefer it over the pink minx, to be honest with you. So friends, just be aware that if you see this on their website, it is an Arthur mallet. I'm still like slowly losing my voice. I'm not gonna have any voice after today. Okay, so here's the fourth plant that I got from the potted elephant, and I'm looking at the name here online. This is the Pteris Critica albo lineata. I will, of course, as always, put it up on the screen, but I could not remember the name of this plant for the life of me. There is some browning to the leaves, but of course, I kind of expect that with more sensitive plants. From what I understand, these plants do enjoy a lot of humidity, which is fine because my house has naturally like 60% humidity anyway. So I just really enjoyed the variegation on these leaves, and I love how it has these 3 lobes. I think that is so gorgeous. And these brown leaves are from shipping, so I'm not too concerned. I will probably cut off those leaves. But as you can see down here, it does have a lot of new growth. I really do enjoy these plants that I got from the potted elephant. Like I said before, I would highly recommend this. Of course, this is not sponsored. They don't know me. They don't know I'm doing a video. They don't know I have a YouTube channel. But I like their plants. I like their shipping, and I think they're cool. So the next plant is going to be a little interesting, okay? I have the next plant in my hands, and I want you all to remain calm. Remain calm, keep your minds clean, try not to think dirty thoughts. I didn't think about this when I got this plant, but as she sits up, she looks like this currently. We're all adults here, but we can still laugh at things like this. Yes, it looks like exactly what you think it looks like. Okay, so this is the Anthurium effusilobum, and I got this plant off of ECUAGENERA USA, and it shipped perfectly fine, just in case you are wondering. So this plant does have 2 leaves. It did have a 3rd leaf that I cut off because it was a goner anyway. But yes, I really enjoy the large sinus on the leaf. So it's really wide right here, and I wanted a plant with a very wide sinus because I like the look of it. Okay, so here's a head test, and I have a small head, so just be mindful of that. But anyway, yeah, so this is the Anthurium effusilobum. Last plant I have to show you. Okay, here she is. This is my cute little teeny parlor palm. I really love how delicate these leaves are, and as you can see, some of the leaves are not doing too well and they are dried out. So I did actually take this plant from my stepmom's house because it started doing really bad. Actually, this leaf is bent right here. These leaves are not doing too well, but I have full faith that I can rehabilitate this plant and give it back to her. Maybe I'll take a division of it, because I actually really like how subtle and elegant these leaves are. Let's move on to why I repot my plants as soon as I get them. Since I am losing my voice, I will go through these really quickly. I just want to share my general thoughts and why I repot my plants as soon as I get them. Number one is going to have to be the nursery soil. There are many things that could be wrong with nursery soil. First of all, the nutrients is usually depleted by the time you get it because that plant has been in that soil for a long period of time. Now, I'm not saying that's every single shop or every single plant. Maybe it is in brand new soil, but typically the nutrients has depleted out of the soil. Second off, the soil might have pests in it. And I am sorry, but I am not willing to infest my entire collection with pests. I hate to be this person, but I would honestly rather lose one plant from repotting it than have an infestation in my entire collection. Speaking of losing a plant, I have never lost a plant from repotting it as soon as I got it. Never, not one single time. And if you've seen my houseplant tour, if you've seen my mini houseplant tour that I just put out, all of my 170 plants were repotted as soon as I brought them into my home, and I did not have one casualty. And also, nursery soil is typically composed of different things. The reason being is that nurseries obviously have a very different environment. They typically want their soil to stay more moist because it will dry out quickly, and they're taking care of a large amount of plants. So they want their soil to kind of hold that moisture. Whereas I, on the other hand, typically like a very well draining soil. I like my plants to dry out within a few days. Like I said before, this is not every single nursery. Not every single nursery is gonna have soil that does hold that moisture more, but typically that is what you will find, is that the soil will hold more moisture. Second off, I am very confident with my repotting skills, meaning that when I repot my plants, I am very gentle with them, and I always do my best to do as little damage to the root system as I possibly can. Third, I want to talk about roots. So when you get plants in the mail, they're typically bare root plants, which means that the roots come without a pot and they are usually wrapped in sphagnum moss or maybe a paper towel, like a wet paper towel. Now those roots are more than likely already adjusted to soil. And what this means is that they are used to drawing up water from soil. So if you put those roots in a glass of water, those roots are not used to being sat in a puddle of water. They are used to being in soil and drawing up water from the soil. Now what I will say is that if you get a plant in the mail and it is crisp and you feel like it really needs to be hydrated, I am all for putting those roots in water to hydrate the plants. I have actually only done this one time, and it is because I got a syngonium in the mail and it was crispy, like very crispy, so I put it in water for 2 days. I did not let that plant sit in water for a week, and now the plant is doing perfectly fine. After 2 days, I repotted it. Number 4, the most important thing I want to talk about, adjustment periods. I know you have heard on other YouTubers' channels to give your plant an adjustment period before you repot it. Now, I am not telling you to repot your plants as soon as you get them. I am telling you that this is what I do and it works for all of my plants. So as far as the adjustment period, honestly, in my opinion, just my thought process behind it, why would you get a plant in the mail and let it sit for a week just to shock it again? Or 2 weeks just to shock it again and repot it? In my opinion, the plant is already shocked. I don't know, that's just my thought process behind it. I want to do as little shocking to the plant as I possibly can. Now what I will say is that maybe my environment is allowing me to do this. In my home, I usually have about 60 to 65% humidity, and all of my plants are under grow lights as well as receiving bright indirect light from all of my windows. So I don't know, maybe it's the environment that they're in that allows me to repot my plants as soon as I get them. What I really want you to take away from the end of this video is that I would never do anything to endanger the life of my plant. I know that sounds really dramatic, but I have had some serious comments like that people were appalled and they were absolutely horrified that I repotted my plant as soon as I got it. I just wanted to come out and say that, like I mentioned before, no casualties and my plants are thriving. They grow amazingly, and they actually, in my experience and in my opinion, have done very well being repotted. Seriously, very well. Okay, if you stuck around to the end of this video, there is something I want to say that has been on my mind. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the United States right now. We all know it. We can all see it on the news. We see it on social media and things like that. And I cannot go without saying something in my videos because it is not who I am, and I always stick up for what I believe in. Please excuse my voice. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I am losing it very slowly. It's actually nearly gone now. What I want to say is that Black Lives Matter. And I just want to say to all of my Black viewers and all of my Black subscribers, I love you. I hear you. I support you. I am with you. This movement is powerful, and it is meaningful. I am here with you. I support you and I see you. That's it. That's it, my friends. Please, everyone, be safe out there, and please help support this movement. So anyway, my friends, I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye.